Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Monday, April 7th, 2025. So, pretty wild ride today, and I know I sent it out to some of the fund members, and I'm putting it in this report right now. But if we did not see the low today, there's a good chance we're going to see it within the next few days, and from there, nobody's going to believe in the rally because we saw the one in March happen. It went up to just my first upside target at 5,800 and then got knocked down. And it's so right now everybody's capitulated in this market, and this is a chart I have been showing you for forever, going probably into 2025. And what I was saying down here is that the rallies aren't really sustainable because all retail public is on the long side. And they're going to have to be wrong all of the time. It's just the way this market works. The retail public is going to be, or the retail traders will always have max pain. And I said, these are the times that you want to be buying when you see spikes up in the put call ratio. And I've waited patiently because even in March, we had this little break above here, then it came down, and now we're finally getting the capitulation. And remember, I've had this line here going for a very long time, and I said once you see the retail public just giving up, and now they're buying puts, that's the time when you want to start positioning yourself on the long side. And that's what I'm putting out right now. I think that if you can buy the quantum stocks that I've been talking about, they are at a discount. And the thing is that they, in March, towards the end of March on it, I was saying, that this is a good area to buy them. And we got some of them just spiked straight up on it, but then they just got destroyed, over the past couple weeks. And I'll go over them right now. Okay, so the first one, BTQQF, out of the fundamental rating, it's a 3 out of a 5. It's not really one of the stronger ones, but you can see it's had huge movements. One that I really, I've come to like is this IONQ. And I've had these support and resistance areas in place since I've been putting these out. And you can see this is when, March, when we came down and made it to the 20 and then spiked up to the 28.5 area. So almost a 20% run right there. And now we're back out here. And once it breaks above these levels, I think it's heading up to the 35 level. The next one I like, and this is probably my favorite right here, it's QBTS. It's on a fundamental of, it's a 5. It's a 5 of a 5 on it. It's one of my top stocks that I have. I actually bought some calls on it today that expire in 3 weeks, and wouldn't be surprised to see this trading somewhere between the 9 and 10, and this is coming from where I bought them today at 550. So this is another one I really, really like a lot. And then we take a look at the QTM, QTUM, and this one is probably the Mac Daddy of these quantum stocks. And you can see it was trading all the way up at 85. It's gotten destroyed, but it came right down to the support level. And right now, seeing this thing trading between the 72 and the 77 in a fairly fast manner would not surprise me. Now, if we're going to be making new all-time highs, like I do believe we are, it's going to be trading in the 150, 170 range within a year or so. So these are, good buys. Another one I really like a lot is RGTI. It's another quantum stock, very high growth. It's raised a lot of capital. And you can see it was trading up at the 21 range and then came down. This is at right going into the 2025. And then once we got that bounce, this is when the S&P was making new all-time highs. But from really the 15th into the 27th, this thing rallied from 6 all the way up to 16. So it's another one I like a lot. If you're not looking, it's trading just about, where is it? It closed at 833. Now, if you're looking for something that is not really, say, you wanted, these are the warrants for RGT, RGTIW. So they're warrants. They don't expire until sometime in 2028. So it's just buying buying the RGTI at a cheaper rate. This is up almost 10% today. So these are the stocks that I really like. And as I said, I do believe that we're making, we are in the process of making a low if we haven't already, because I think the put call ratio is going to actually go up even further. And every time we've reached those levels where we saw, the retail public just capitulate, we've seen rallies, and they've basically have taken us to new all-time highs. And I don't think this one's going to be any different, because really the big, everyone's blaming it on this, on the tariffs, and they're going to go away. It's not like the inflation was in 2022, where you can't just put that back into the bucket. But what happened was we had the Biden administration that was just throwing trillions of dollars out there to make the economy look good. It wasn't. It was never good. The people that were the middle class got hit hard, and the public sector, say government employees and stuff like that, grew in mass numbers. And that's not the way you grow an economy. It's not, because the money that we're spending is hiring people that are in government. So it doesn't work that way. So the tariffs are going to go away. And I've been saying this, where the big money, the master planners, the one that manages hundreds of billions of dollars, they know that these tariffs they're man-made right now, and they're for good reason. And the reason, what Trump is trying to do is just level the playing field on our with our trading countries, and that's it, because they're all putting tariffs on us, but we don't do it to them, and we're the largest buyer in the world. So this is going to hurt them more than it hurts us. So we have the panic right now that's in the VIX, so that's a check. We have this put call ratio that spiked up, that's another check. And now we have, when we start just looking at the S&P here on the 15-minute chart, you can see that we have massive bullish divergences. And this is one of the reasons why I'm not sure if we actually made the low yet or not. But what I can see happening is we getting a big short squeeze somewhere up into the 5,400, possibly even coming back up to these levels, the 5,600, and then coming back down and testing or breaking these lows for a day. And the reason why is, if we look at the hourly chart, we don't have the buy signals. So we could open down tomorrow, and now we'll get some buy signals, or we come up and then come down. But we're in this week right here, I do believe is going to be a pivotal time. And when we make the low, what's going to happen is the retail public's not going to believe it, and they're going to short every single uptick there is. And once they get squeezed out, that's probably when we're going to be looking for the next rest in the market. But I think it's going to take them a while to get washed out. So one of the numbers that I was pointing out today was in the morning notes was 48.23. That was the exact low that we hit, and that's the 50% retracement from this high to from this low to this high. Now, if it needs to go lower than that, 47.42 is the 200-week moving average. This last time it got tested, you can see it broke this a little bit, and this was going back when the COVID shutdown or the COVID crash, and then we made new highs. It came down, tested it again, up to new highs. So now we're at areas that, I am pounding the table saying, you really want to get your shopping list. You want to be patient with things. Let them play out, and you build positions on growth quantum stocks like I just showed you. Because if we see the S&P at new all-time highs, they're going to be up 3, 4, 5, 600%. So that's why I like those and why I'm building the positions. And if we go down, I'll just keep building positions on it. But this is the time that when we see these types of moves down here, everybody is panicking, and then everybody is bullish once we go up to new all-time highs. So this is what, if you want to start trading like the pros, you got to start thinking like them, meaning that you don't panic in these situations. You start you're getting out your laundry list of stocks that you want, and you start buying them. Once we get into new highs and everybody's bullish on it, you start unloading them. And that's how you're selling high and buying low. And that's really going to be the key to this. But I'm not sure if we saw the low today. Maybe they need a couple more pukes out, but in my eyes, once we get by this week, I do believe that we are going to be, you're going to see this market a lot higher than where it is right now. So let's see what plays out tomorrow. Have a fantastic night, and I'll talk to you guys.